Wait, that's not what we're talking about,
Well, I mean,
Sherry.
okay.
What we're talking about is what he actually got suspended for.
Okay.
The state used to, if you wrote a ticket, and you wanted to tear it up, you could go in the mayor's office, or you could go to somebody, a police officer, or whatever, and they'd write warning on it and turn it in, and that was it. But the state passed a law that said you couldn't do that anymore. If you ever turn that ticket into that office in there, you can't get that ticket back and write warning on it. It's already set up on the docket to go to the judge. The judge can dismiss any ticket, do anything he wants to with a ticket, but it's got to go before the judge. That's the reason I tell people when they get a ticket, come to the court, because the judge will probably just give you a court cost and send you out. I always say don't ever pay a ticket at the window, because the judge has that decision. We don't. This particular ticket was given to a lady that ran the stop sign out at the dollar store. The girl called Aaron. Aaron, you tell him what you told her.
I told her she had to come to court.
She told her that it was illegal, that we couldn't do that, and she would have to come to court. Her daddy called me, and I know him. We're all good friends. If I'd been gonna help somebody, it would have been him. But I said, we can't do this. I told him about when they changed the law. I said, we can't do this. It's illegal. Take it before the judge. And maybe he'll just give her a court cost or whatever. Okay, I thought he had that settled. The morning of the court, here sits the judge, here sits a whole room full of people in here having to pay tickets. She walks in the front door, gets Pee Wee to pull the ticket out from Deborah that was in line to come in here. Is that true?
Yeah, but he pulled it actually before court, before she was here.
Okay, he pulled the ticket. When she came in, he wrote warning on it. She walked straight back out the door, and all these people sitting in here, they had to pay their tickets, or I assume they did. That's illegal. And I don't care what y'all accuse me of, or how bad you talk about me, because there's been some awful stuff said about me this last month. But I'm the mayor of this town, and unless God takes my health away, or something worse than God forbid has already happened to me, I'm an elected official, and I'm gonna stay here, and I can promise you, nothing will ever go on in this city hall that is illegal. And me, I don't care who, I don't care what your name is, what color you are. I've told y'all many, many times, I don't work with a good old boy system. I don't care who you are. This is an illegal ticket. It's been turned over to the district attorney. The district attorney told me it was a illegal ticket. He has a copy of the front, and he has a copy of the blank back where nothing is signed on it. And he is investigating. That's as far as I can go with it, and I don't know, Paul and them can say what they want to. I don't care what you, what do you say?
Is this during the March, court?
Yeah, but what is it?
I don't know, look at the date on the top.
Is there a process for which you arrive at suspension other than the mayor just arbitrarily deciding that the chief ought to be dismissed? In other words, is he supposed to have one write-up, two write-ups, three write-ups, and if so, is there a notice? Is there a certain amount of due process before he's deprived of a paycheck and a job?
I can answer that one.
Well,
We go three, let me say,
sure.
We have 3 times. He's got them in his file. The DA has already got 2 or 3 over there that was filed before I got here.
How many were in there?
In where?
In his file, write-ups.
I have to look, but we've got write-ups in his file.
Well, I think the basis of the suspension per the mayor was the ticket that was written improperly or not. I'm not commenting on that. That's the district attorney's job, not mine. I'm not commenting one way or the other. But I think it's in the mayor's purview per the charter that she can make a temporary suspension pending the meeting.
Well,
And do all those things till the next meeting, because you're not supposed to call your alderman on the phone or ask what they want you to do. You have to make a decision till the next meeting. Then the alderman either vote for it or against it.
Get rid of them, we don't have to have them. There won't be no arguing, fussing, every meeting, whatever. We don't need nothing, we need to sell the stuff we've got, and then just let the county come up here. That's the way I feel about it. We don't need them, and if we can't pay them, so I just abolish it every bit. Not even have a polling
You
system.
wanna put that in a motion?
I'll put it in the motion, yes.
Approximately 100 signatures here, voters and citizens who petitioned asking that Officer Sile be reinstated. So I want that to be duly noted.
Okay, bring them up here.
And there's another one that was turned in earlier. Is it in the office, Aaron?
I've got it.
She got it, okay, very good.
I see several names on here that's told me themselves, in person, that Pee Wee needs to go home. I have not had one person in this whole month, not one person has not told me, that has told me to bring him back. They say he needs to go home. Yeah, I won't say nothing.
I'd like to make a motion that we pay Mr. South for last month. We paid one, we need to pay the other. What's right's right, what's wrong's wrong. We need to table this stuff till the DA talks to us and we get our ducks in a row. And the police department needs to remain in limbo for one more month.
We gonna pay him
We
For 1
paid
month.
for 1 month.
and no pay
what's
from
right's
here
right.
on. No
And-
pay from
but
here on.
we need to go for 1 month.
Neither
And we
one
can
of
put it in limbo and see what happens till we all regroup and get everything in order. And then we'll go from there.
Well, what kind
That's the
of,
question,
the harassment thing, what outcome of that? Y'all didn't do nothing?
Yeah, the investigation's over.
So y'all didn't do
Didn't
nothing?
She didn't charge him with anything.
Well, then, so, I mean, that's done then, so.
I mean, it's done. She went down there, or got the sheriff come out her house the next day and signed another thing, just like she'd signed, said he patted her on the shoulder, and that was all of it. There wasn't
Okay.
anything to investigate. She
Okay.
didn't charge him with anything, she didn't do nothing.
Well, that's done then, I just.
Bobby's
Table
motion.
everything till next month.
Can I get a second on Bobby's motion to abolish the police department? Okay,
I think that's where we're at on some things right now. That's why we need time to regroup. So my motion is make his retroactive, pay him. The next month will be with no pay. Who's with me?
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's it.
What are you gonna do
You
with
get-
Now, we've got to come back to this motion. All right, we had the motion, who seconded it?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I voted no.
You did vote? Okay, I vote yes.
Okay.
All right, motion carried.